What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And on today's video guys, first of all I will show you the summary of the most recent live stream from Richard Hoffman's YouTube channel. Then I will show you how the MMTLP community is growing because of the pull teeth efforts. Then I will show you a detailed explanation why and how FINRA and SEC are trying to suppress all our efforts. On top of that guys, and it is the most prominent part of today's video, we have a couple of very important statements of the potential price of next bridge hydrocarbon shares. And guys, this price is really amazing, you can see it in my thumbnail. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and hit the like button for me personally. On top of that, drop the line in the comment section for whatever reasons you want. It is extremely important for me to see this support from you, from my viewers. So, let's start with the news itself. Let me show you that just recently, it was a live stream that was hosted by Richard Hoffman, and we have basically 4 people who discussed the most recent updates in regards to MMTLP saga as well. And guys, if you want to know more about the latest update from the first point of view, feel free to follow Richard Hoffman's Twitter account, Rachfrau999, and to subscribe to his YouTube channel, not legal advice. And guys, as you can see, it was 4 people who attended to this live stream. Richard himself, J.R. Ewan, Christian Shaughnessy and Curtis. And guys, I have to say that the level of expertise, the level of education, the level of intelligence of these 4 people is extremely high. That is why it was a pure joy of 1.5 hours long when these people discussed the MMTLP and basically major retail community problems. And to tell you the long story short, couple of main bullet points from this live stream is following. First of all, Richard explained the arbitration process that he was involved to just recently, and unfortunately the system in general is structured in order to suppress all the efforts. If you want to, for example, sue all broker-dealers, no matter what the potential reason is, you will not be able to do it, because in general all of the broker-dealers will push your case to the arbitration, and all of the authorities like FINRA and SEC will not do anything as well, because they have an immunity and you cannot count on them in private litigations. On top of that guys, and I have a completely similar opinion, the most promising way to solve our problem for now is through the DJT case, through David Nunes. Because if you don't know, David Nunes is a former Congress member, and he knows how the system works. On top of that, 2024 is an election year. That is why direct connection of DJT with Donald Trump definitely brings a lot of attention to this case, and we know that our case is tied up together very closely because of this letter that was written on April 23rd, and as an attachment to this letter, it is our letter that was written by Ralph Norman's office back in December of last year. So, and I think this video in general is definitely worth your attention. That is why subscribe to Richard Hoffman's YouTube channel, Not Legal Advice, KNOT. On top of that guys, let me show you this news. We are on MMTLP Resources, and this article was published just yesterday and is titled Join Pulse MMTLP Community. And here is the explanation of the recent of the creation of this community. And let me show you that for now we have more than 1.3 thousand members inside this community, and we have a lot of updates that is directly related to our case, and it is pretty much the summary of our case and the latest updates. So I think this is a very useful feature of MMTLP that might help us, of X basically, that might help us to spread the information inside the community. On top of that, guys, let me show you quite interesting update. 100 MPH responded to the tweet that was originally published by Paul T. And by the way, guys, you know that my English speaking level is not the best one, let's put it this way. I'm not a native English speaker. That is why I can misspell or mispronounce some names or surnames. I apologize in advance. And in my yesterday's video, one of community members told me how to pronounce correctly Paul T's name. And guys, please correct me if you see that I am consistently misspelling some names or misspelling some words. It is extremely useful for me to see this feedback from you, and definitely I will do my best in order to enhance my English speaking level. So, Paul T wrote this: why is an audited share count too much to ask for? He wrote it 21 hours ago. Barb responded, exactly, they pulled the blue sheets before the halt, so they know the share count already. That's why they halted the stock. No access to my money for 1.5 years. And 100 MPH published this tweet, and as you can see, John Burda reposted it. 100 MPH wrote, that's right, the regulators drafted the blue sheets before the FINRA U3 halt. They know the real share count and don't want to publicize it for 3 reasons. 1. It will expose the Rule 6490 violation by FINRA. And we know it for quite a long period of time because of the due diligence that was made by the community members. Next one, 2. It will expose the unregistered QCIPs used illegally via trading and lending between institutional funds. And this is the most recent update that we found out, and we know that there are several QCIP numbers that are related to MMTLP and next bridge hydrocarbons, and according to the FINRA's and SEC rules, one ticker symbol has to have only one QCIP number, and that's it. So it is another issue. And the third one, it will clearly identify an imbalance of shares not authorized by the primary issuer registered at the state of Nevada, MMAT. Former issuer was TRCH, not an issuer identified inside of an institutional fund. For example, below shows Virtu as an issuer inside an institutional fund holding NextBridge Hydrocarbons, formerly MMTLP. I won't disclose which fund it is for obvious reasons. Congress, we have a problem. And here is the screenshot that proves 100 MPH words, and definitely we have a lot of problems, and we expose a lot of illegal actions of major market makers. On top of that, guys, take a look right here. In response to the recent Rare DD's due diligence, MMTLP TRCH wrote this. You saw the overseas exempt hidden digital counterfeits yet? And he added this screenshot of the FINRA's rule. And let me quote you this. FINRA has told its members that using separate legal entities to execute short positions negates any requirements of their US-based affiliate or parent company to report short interest. FINRA has even gone as far as punishing firms that have reported their overseas short positions in the United States. UBS Securities LLC was punished for not ensuring offshore short positions were kept separate from its US reporting obligations. Guys, don't you think it is quite weird rules? But we know that FINRA and SEC cannot see, cannot see the short position that is located overseas. And by this rule, they basically tell to make a separate records, to make a separate reports in regards to their short position, because they don't want to see this short position that is located overseas, and they want to hide this information in order to pretend that it is not a problem for the US stock market. But definitely, it is a huge, huge problem. So, let me show you another update that is made by Christian Shaughnessy. While we have a huge problem of the naked short positions in the US stock market, South Korea expected to keep its short selling ban in place until at least March 2025. And here you can see the article that was published just several hours ago on June the 10th, and it's titled Financial Authorities to Develop Monitoring Platform for Illegal Short Selling by March next year. And guys, we have a very clear example of how other countries might fight against this illegal activity. But why in the world the US stock market and US authorities don't want to do the same? It is quite simple to ban this short selling activity until the major monitoring platform is developed, and definitely it might help a lot to the entire US stock market. But for some reasons we still don't have this platform, we still don't have these actions, and we can't even see the intention to step towards this resolution. Unfortunately, it is what it is, and we have to solve it from our perspective. And guys, believe me, we have all the chances to do it. So let me show you quite interesting update from Mark Basile. You know that he filed a lawsuit, a major RICO lawsuit, just a couple of weeks ago. And here's an update that is directly related to this matter. So Mark wrote 13 hours ago, MMTLP, how's your weekend? We will have some big developments to announce in both the next bearish hydrocarbon class action as well as our case in Florida. Stay tuned. And Christian Rasmussen wrote this 12 hours ago. Hello Mark, my lawyer from Denmark have asked, when have the lawyer in the US solved this case? He told me right now all shareholders shall get at least $1,500 per share. And guys, this is the most important answer of today's video. Maybe under Danish law, not here. That number will depend on many things. Besides, I am shooting for almost double that, but we will see the direction this takes. So guys, I think it is the first mention of the potential share price of next bearish hydrocarbon shares. Because if we double $1,500 per share, it will be about $3,000 per share. And if this number becomes a reality, if the judge rules in our favor, definitely it will be a huge win for the entire MMTLP community. Because it will be a precedent that will open the Pandora box for all the wrongdoers, for all the naked shorters who tried to short MMTLP shares back in 2022. And for now it is too early to count on this amount, but definitely it is worth your attention. On top of that, guys, take a look on this update. Kostas wrote 10 hours ago this tweet. I know nothing and logic is gone. But this multi-MMTLP AST QSIP makes sense when you think one QSIP is used to store the real broker allotment amount, and that is 165 million. So all broker allotments equals to 165 million. But AST will accept more. And guys, Curtis responded to this quite brilliant idea. He wrote, here is an easy validation test. Does anyone who has transferred shares from TradeStation to AST have the 6299950 identifier in their AST account? We believe they have restricted transfer to not exceed their allotment, based on their explanation. If they only have 59,199,4371 in their accounts. So, guys, I think it explains a lot, because on the one hand, we know that it exists two QSIP numbers for the same exact ticker, but it violates the rules of SEC, and it violates even the definition of QSIP number. But at the same time, guys, it makes sense in our case, because this might be the two possibilities for AST not to show the real result of the share count. Because in this case, they can use just one of these QSIP numbers in order to stay in line with the official S1 statement of next breach hydrocarbons, according to which we had initially 165 million shares, then it became 245 right after some changes in their property ownership. And definitely it might be another loophole in this entire saga, and we have to find it out. And I think something big is coming in our case. That is why, guys, just stay tuned. And guys, let me tell you my personal story. I have a wife and 2 children aged 11 and 15, as well as a small dog. After 30 years of living in Russia near the Baikal Lake, we decided to move. Now we reside in Serbia. Although I don't own any MMTLP shares, I invest a lot of time creating daily MMTLP videos. I have been doing this every day without days off and holidays for more than 1.5 years. Now I wish to buy back this time from my family, from my children. We've agreed that I will ask the MMTLP community to support me, and I will give all the money to the children. Therefore, if you believe that I am providing useful content for you and wish to support me, you can join my Patreon account. For $5 a month, I will add your name to my list of supporters if you wish. Thank you in advance. The link you can find in the description below. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed.